Robb Stark. He's the biggest celebrity in the North. But his father was a traitor. He arrested his own mother. His bastard brother deserted the Night's Watch. And he couldn't defend his own castle. Worst of all, Robb Stark hasn't stopped the wildlings from invading our lands and taking our jobs. He even has an illegal alien for a nanny. And now he wants to be king in the North? King? Some people say he's really a wolf. Some people say he eats dead people. We can't wait until it's too late. Send a raven to Winterfell now and tell Robb Stark to go back home. Stop eating dead people and defend the damn wall.
This ad paid for by Crossbows GPS.
We don't know anything about him.
He was never really vetted.
Is he really the true-born son of Robert Baratheon?
All over the Seven Kingdoms, people are asking the same question. Who is the real King Joffrey? The people of Westeros are hurting. Winter is coming. Crop yields are falling, and the price of fuel is going up.
The cost of peat moss is through the thatched roof.
And this young and inexperienced king takes advice from a whoremongering imp and has launched an illegal war in the north. What is King Joffrey hiding? This is not our kind of family values. King Joffrey. What a bastard.
What a bastard.
Paid for by the young Baratheons for freedom.
Daenerys Targaryen. She says she is the mother of dragons. But would you trust her with your kids? Her father was a maniac. She palled around with Dothraki terrorists. She asked the city of Karth for a government bailout. Then she lost 3 baby dragons after placing them in an unlocked wooden box. An unlocked wooden box. This Khaleesi wants to be queen of the Seven Kingdoms, but can she be trusted? Daenerys Targaryen. Wrong for dragons. Wrong for the realm.
Paid for by the Committee to Protect Dragons.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
When you can't find anything to watch on cable, you get bored. When you get bored, you listen to radio cooking shows. When you listen to radio cooking shows, you invite a friend over for dinner. When you invite a friend over for dinner, you use twice as many beans. When you use twice as many beans, you expel deadly farts that kill your friend's dog. When you kill your friend's dog, your friend becomes unstable. When your friend becomes unstable, you're sued for everything you're worth. When you're sued for everything you're worth, you're thrown to the streets. When you're thrown to the streets, you devote your life to world domination. When you devote your life to world domination, you become an evil fascist overlord. When you become an evil fascist overlord, old friends plot their revenge. When old friends plot their revenge, you are shot in the back of the head. And when you're shot in the back of the head, you miss your jazzercise appointment. Don't miss your jazzercise appointment. Upgrade to Indirect TV. Go online or call 1-800-IRECT-TV.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war. as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. Woo! There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please, call or go online right now.
Most politically incorrect black man on the planet, Rod Eccles.
Well, hello, my fellow Americans. It is I, your lovable host, El Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. It is not big government or bust. And I know because I checked today, as I check every day, and it still hasn't changed, which is a good thing. It is Wednesday, April the 15th, in the year of our Lord 2015, Hump Day and a Tax Day. Yeah, so you definitely have to get out your taxes by today if you haven't already done so. You're definitely going to want to do that. It is definitely needed to be done by, or get one of those automatic extensions. Hey, it is no phone. I'm sorry, no phone number this evening. We're still grappling with being able to take live phone calls on the air here while we're over here at Spreaker. Got some. Well, no, I can't really make any announcements yet today. Later this week, this Friday, we'll be making some more major announcements. So you're going to want to tune in on Friday for some more wonderful news about me and this wonderful program that keeps growing by leaps and bounds on a daily basis. And I thank you for listening because you're the ones that are making it happen. I just bring you the news and my commentary and my take and my logic, and you do the listening. And that's the most important part, because if nobody listened, then I'd be talking to myself. Really. So Hillary's out there on the campaign trail, so we'll be talking a little bit about Hillary this evening. Got some, well, start off with some Harry Reid news. Now, y'all are, start off with I know some people are probably thinking, well, because you're in New England, Rod, what do you think about the Aaron Hernandez trial and the outcome of that? I mean, the man's life is over. He's been sentenced to life in prison. Yeah. He was found guilty of first-degree murder. I haven't been following the trial. I really wasn't interested. And I wasn't interested mainly because it's just another murder trial. And two, I'm not a Pats fan, so to speak. I'm not if the Pats are playing, I might watch them. I might even, depending on who they're playing, I might even root for them to win. But I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I am not a New England Patriots fan. So if this were, but I'm going to be frank. Even if Hernandez was playing for the Steelers, I wouldn't be all that interested in the trial. See, I'm not interested in players' personal or private life. Well, Rod, this is a very public issue. We're talking about murder. Well, that is true, but you know what? He deserves a fair trial just like anybody else. It doesn't matter what your celebrity status is. You deserve a fair trial. He got one. He was found guilty. And according to the laws of the state of Massachusetts, the mandatory sentence is life in prison without parole because they don't want to put anybody to death in Mass. So, he's in his 20s. Yeah, his life is over in his 20s. I don't even know. I'm not going to say that I advocate the death penalty, although in some cases I do. Some cases, I do advocate the death penalty. I'm not going to lie about that. But in most cases, it is what it is. And you do the crime, and now you're going to have to do the time, and that's the case with Aaron Hernandez. He did the crime. Now he has to do a lot of time, the rest of his lifetime. And from what I understand, he's not out of the woods yet. I guess there's another case in Boston where he's accused of a double murder or being involved in a double. I don't know. I don't follow Aaron Hernandez. And now I just think it's really pretty much a waste of taxpayer time and money to go through. That justice has to be done. We have to, justice has to be served and he has to be put on trial for those other crimes. Well, I don't think it's going to make any difference. You can't punish the man anymore, and there is no death penalty. So what's the use? Why are you going to spend the money, waste the money on trying to find him guilty of 2 more murders? So what? So you can give him 2 more life sentences? I mean, one's enough. I mean, the people of Massachusetts and indeed the country are going to be paying for this man for the rest of his. Now, here's a guy. Now, this is a sad fact. And I know some people are going to be kind of slightly offended that I'm going to use this type of logic. But it's the fact. It's a fact. These are the facts. It's the truth. And as I've said, sometimes people don't like the truth. The truth is, here was a young man that had everything in front of him. I mean, he had fame. He had a career in football, making a lot of money and the potential to make even more. Now, understand, with all that income potential was the potential to pay a lot in taxes. This guy was going to make a lot of money, and he was going to pay a lot in taxes. So now, instead of him paying a lot in taxes, I don't know what's going to happen to his estate. I'm sure, that it'll still be there, but he won't be making any more of the big dollars that he was when he was playing for the New England Patriots. So he's out there. He's taken off the tax rolls, basically. He's been taken off the tax rolls. So instead of him paying taxes into the system, a lot of taxes, the taxpayer is now going to be footing a large tax bill every year to keep him incarcerated. So Aaron Hernandez not only is found guilty of murder and becomes a convicted murderer, felon, criminal, but he's now much like a welfare recipient in the fact that he's gone from taxpayer to tax receiver. So because we're going to have to pay for him for the rest of his life. So there is something to be said about being humane by convicting people to the death chair. And by humane, it is a little bit humane for them because, what kind of a life are you going to have? And you're just probably going to cause an awful lot of trouble. You're not on death row, but you're on life row. Nothing to lose. But